Hello. Good morning. Welcome, everyone, including you with the new haircut. Look at that. Shall we stand, please, and sing My Soul is Welcome Here? One of those fun songs.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul.
Yay.
Good morning, everyone. So we're singing that song, and Walt turns to me and he says, "Well, what about my body?" Your body is welcome here too. Good morning, everyone. I am Reverend Rhona, and it is my privilege and honor to be the minister here at this community of love and laughter and fun and inspiration and connection and community and all the things that help us to remember that we matter and that we are connected to each other. So I'm so glad to see you all here today. Welcome to all of you. And to you who are joining us online either now or sometime in the future, on behalf of all of us here at Unity in New Westminster, I extend a very warm welcome to you. And one day, hopefully, you'll have an opportunity to come and join us in person. And if you're not able to, we are so glad you're here anyway. The reason we are here is to consider ideas for full and abundant living. We draw on the teachings of Jesus, who we consider our primary way shower and example, and we honor that there is wisdom to be found in faith traditions all over the planet. There's wisdom to be found in song and in story and in poetry and in prose and in life experiences and, oh my goodness, in movies. Did I say movies? If I didn't, movies. And we honor every person's right to choose their own life path, their own spiritual path, because it's the same thing. All are welcome here. All souls and all bodies are welcome here. All are worthy here. All are celebrated here. And our intention is to equip you or offer you ideas that you might consider to add more calm, more connectedness, and more contentedness to your life. Let's begin in a time of centering prayer. We are so grateful that we can join here today on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Kakite First Nation. We are so grateful for this place, for the opportunity to connect with one another in person, to sing together, to laugh together, to learn together, and to be reminded that we are all connected. We are connected because we are part of the one power. Some call that power God, others Allah, others Yahweh. Others choose secular names: life, the universe, the force, nature, quantum, science. By whatever our understanding may be, for the intelligence and the creative energy in which we live and breathe and have our being, we embrace the idea that it is one, that there is no spot that God is not, including each and every person, each and every animal, each and every thing. And if we follow that idea to its natural conclusion, we realize that if we can uplift one person, that we are uplifting all of us to some degree. And so we send a blessing for love, for peace, for contentment, for healing to every person on this planet, in their pain, in their joy, in their life. We uplift everyone, knowing that our energetic uplifting shifts those around us and shifts all of us. And for this knowledge and for the power that we have to bless, to uplift, to pray, we give thanks and say Amen. And I'm going to invite Walt to come and say the daily word for us. Would you like a microphone?
Thank you. Today's daily word is togetherness, kind of like we have right here, right now. All right, togetherness enriches my soul, which is here. Along with my body, that's right. So much of modern life involves time alone and solitary effort. The conveniences I acquire, the less time I may seem to have. The more conveniences I acquire, the less time I seem to have. Okay, that makes sense. When I find myself spending too much time alone, it's good for me to invest time and effort in my relationships. Togetherness is a way to remember life is about more than work and business, and I am part of something greater than myself. Time spent with others blesses and enriches me. It calls me to share of myself and remain open to others' journeys and ways of looking at life I may have not considered. Togetherness is a balm of my soul. That's a biblical word. I have no idea what that means. A way to feel the presence of God reflected in those with whom I share this wonderful planet. I am part of the wondrous human family, and I celebrate our togetherness. From Romans 12:5, is it chapter 5? Is that verse? Thank you. I didn't attend the school that she did, so I know. So we, who are many, are one body in Christ, and individually we are members one of another.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. listening to the word.
As we prepare to hear today's message, let's move into a time of meditation, this precious time that we give to each other of stillness and reflection. If it feels comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes. And if you prefer that they be open, then just allow them to relax. And become aware of your breath and how you breathe in and out, rejuvenating, re-energizing, and renewing your body. And with every breath, give thanks for this gift of life, for this ebb and flow of in and out that wakens us, that fills us with energy, that cleanses us. Then move and notice how your attention shifts to your mind, how your thoughts never really stop. And take a moment and give thanks for your mind, for your intelligence, for your ability to consider new ideas. And notice the lovely sound of a child. And allow that to fill you with joy. A reminder of the precious nature of life. And then allow your attention to drop into your heart space. And hear these words. I am love. I am God in expression. Spirit in expression. Creative energy in expression. I am love, expressing. With my every breath, I sink deeper into an inner sanctuary within me. place where I connect with something deep and infinite and wise. And it is in this place that at any time I can find peace. At any time I can touch the stillness within me and find sanctuary. At any time when I am feeling overwhelmed, I choose to remember to breathe. Love in, love out. Peace in, peace out. I am, I am. And as I move into that stillness, I touch wisdom. And I know what my next steps will be. From this deep place of abiding wisdom, I respond with choices that win for everyone. That respect me and respect others. With choices that respect life. And as we move into a time of silence, consider the idea that you are the voice of love, of spirit, of God, of good, that you represent God. God is love. I am love. I am God in expression. I am God in expression. And may I be the best expression of God that I can imagine.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu es l'image de Dieu. I hold you in my heart. Tu es l'image de l'amour. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu sei la luce di Dio. I hold you in my heart. Tu sei il volto dell'amore. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of God. The face of God. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are a part of me. A part of me. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. Eres la luz de Dios. I hold you in my heart. Eres la cara del amor. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. 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 La luce di Dio. You are the face. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. L'image de Dieu. You are the face. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. La luz de Dios. You are the face. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face. You are the face of God.
Isn't that a neat idea? To think that we think of God out there, kind of the traditional way of looking at God is out there, almost like a puppet master. But what if we can co-create with that energy? If there is no spot that God is not, that means that we have power too. Let's be God in expression for each other. So last week, I invited everyone to write their questions for me on index cards. And I know some of you weren't here last week, and so a few of you are writing questions now. And Cindy, would you mind collecting whatever people have Chantal, I know, has some, and Diane, and Jerry has one as well. Does anybody else have questions that they would like to ask? All right. Diane, did you have one? No. Nancy? No? Okay, thank you. And I just picked randomly, and I may not get to all of them anyway. I started this a couple of years ago and realized that 1 week isn't enough. I could probably do a whole month, actually, of these questions. And they are fun.
Just keep going until you get stumped?
Yes, I keep going until I get stumped. It is called Stump the Minister. The question I just drew is, what does unity mean to you? Oh. Makes me want to cry. I think I spoke to some of you. I did a talk earlier this year in July about how much I loved my little children's illustrated Bible. Remember, was some of you here for that? And how when I was a kid, I loved everything to do with church. I loved the pageantry, I loved the music, I loved the ritual, and I loved the Bible. The stories in the Bible were compelling, and they fascinated me to the point where I actually willingly and independently and without any outside pressure would do things like go to a prayer meeting at lunch at school. And as I grew older, that became youth group and Bible class. And my whole life, social life, revolved around church. And then as I grew older and we moved to Canada, that shifted as I started to pay attention, as we do as teenagers, to what we've been used to. And I really started to question some of the language of what I was saying every week. The idea that I wasn't worthy, the idea of original sin, the idea that Jesus died to save me from my sins long before he had any idea who I was. And through it all, there was this disillusionment, which came to a head on a Sunday when a minister basically said that if a person was homosexual, that they had an illness. And I was really upset because I don't agree with that. And I don't think Jesus would have been very happy with hearing that either. So there was this disconnection that I had between what I think Jesus was here and what his message was, and what I was hearing the church say Jesus's message was. And for a long time, I went away. And a friend suggested that I go to Unity. And the thing that I like so much about Unity is that I don't have to throw out the teachings in the Bible. I can actually look at them in a slightly different way, because their approach, Unity's approach, is metaphysical, which is looking at the characters and the people and the places and the actions in the Bible, or in anything else for that matter, and looking at how those things are actually happening inside us, which is an interesting idea. The idea that we all have a Judas, that we all have a Jesus, that we all have a Mary, that we all have all of these characters. that we're all on the road to Bethlehem, that there's a path that we're all on, and sometimes it's rocky. And so it was just like looking at these stories in a way that has a deeper level than this is just a nice story. And so I think what Unity has done for me is helped me integrate what my heart said with a way of actually embracing it in a faith tradition of some kind, rather than being alone with it, with myself. I can now be in this place where I can participate with each of you in this journey of discovery about how these life lessons that are available to us, both in the teachings of Jesus and in so many other places, but how those can all come together in community as well. So it represents freedom. Unity represents the ability for me to discover, to pick things that make sense for me, to leave the parts that don't seem to make sense, and to encourage each one of you to do the same, and to be okay with wherever everyone is on their own journey, because there's no dogma. There's no, you must believe this. So for me, unity represents freedom. So thank you for the question. Let's see. Oh my goodness, there are so many here. How do you come up with ideas for services? How do you remember everything? She doesn't. Thank you again for the question. I did speak about the ideas for services last week, which is when people come to me, often they'll come to me and say, hey, how about we do this? And so I'm very open to hearing ideas about what you want to see. And then the other place where I look for ideas, I kind of have this mental idea of a newspaper in one hand and the Bible in the other, be relevant. So if something is happening that I feel needs to be spoken about, then I will get up here and speak about it. And then it's just whatever feels right for me. So, and then how do I remember everything? As Walt says, I don't. But what I do in my prep, think about this almost like a connect the dots. So every talk, I'll try and have here's a concern, or here's something that I find that I am challenged with. How about you guys? And then why is it important that we maybe do something different, because what are the consequences of feeling this way? And then here are some ideas for it. So that's sort of a general framework that you'll see runs through almost everything I do. It's this idea of we're human. We're trying to figure out how to add more calm, connected, and contentedness to our life. And what are some strategies to do it? And what are the consequences and the promise if we actually try these things? And so that's really, if you take a look at any of my talks, they'll sort of have that idea. It's like, here's something that's been a challenge. Here's why it's important to shift it. And here are a few ideas. And more often than not, the reason I'm sharing it is because it's something I'm working on. And I'm guessing that in my experience, if I'm working on something, at least somebody else is as well. Because what do we know? There's nothing new under the sun. We're all human. We're all going through life. We all experience different things at different times. So thanks for sharing my journey with me. Let's do a few more. What can I do to meditate more deeply? Brilliant question. In this time where we're always so, not just busy, but so distracted, that if our phone is more than an arm's length away, we feel uncomfortable. If we sit and do nothing for more than about 3 minutes, we get fidgety. And I'm guessing if it's true for me, it's true for at least one of you as well. For some of us, yes. It's sometimes really hard to feel comfortable taking a time to do nothing, because there's always so many things that we could be doing, isn't there? We could be preparing supper. We could be planning for something for next week. We could be. And our society has been really not even subtle about the idea that doing nothing equals laziness. Instead of doing nothing is an inhale that allows you to rest and restore yourself. And so the first question, or the first suggestion I would have for anyone when it comes to meditation, is to be okay with the discomfort of taking the time to give yourself the gift of a peaceful pause. So number one is, if you find that it's uncomfortable, do it anyway. And then find a place that feels comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be sitting in a lotus position. It could be sitting on a bench outside in the garden. It could be on your couch or on a comfy chair. But find some place that feels comfortable. And then close your eyes gently, if that's comfortable for you, and start noticing your breath. And once you start noticing your breath, if you don't fall asleep, which is okay too, but if you can start noticing your breath and noticing that it's going in and out, and you can start to feel that rhythm, that will start to calm you. And don't worry about your thoughts. They will come. That's what they do. They're supposed to. So I don't subscribe to the idea of don't think, because it doesn't work. Have you noticed? It's like telling somebody not to think of an elephant. It's the first thing they're going to think of. So rather than try and train your mind not to think, train yourself to go beneath it. And allow your mind to do what it does, and bring yourself back to your breath. But just notice it. No judgment, no, I shouldn't be doing this, oh, I'm not doing this right. None of those things. And then don't have any intention. If you have a question, great. If you don't, great. Some of the best insights will come from just sitting there. And I actually visualize water and sinking gently beneath water, and then wondering what's going to bubble up. And that visual is so neat, because it's amazing what does. And start small. 5 minutes is great. 10 minutes is great. Just notice your breath. That's your number one. When you get that, everything else will come. Thank you for the question. Good question. Let's do a couple more. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. It isn't a question. It is a comment. You are so beautiful to us. Your heart sharing blesses and multiplies our lives over and over again. May you feel the love holding you in our hugs of gratitude and sharing. Thank you. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, let's do a couple more. How do you pray? Is there a way to pray that gives more power to the prayer? Is there a protocol or a way that is better than another? A prayer is such a misunderstood energy. We grew up thinking of prayer as sitting down and praying to God and wishing for something. And there actually is power in that. Why? Because what we are doing when we sit down to pray is we are taking our energy, calming it down, and then visualizing, whether we are praying to God out there or not, we're taking the units of energy that we have available to us and directing it somewhere. And when I think of prayer, I think of it as exactly that we each of us have units of energy. And with that energy, we have the power to form and transform and create to a limited degree, but certainly to a degree. And the more that we can focus our prayer, focus our intention, the more powerful that becomes. And then when we gather, they say when two or more are gathered, there I will be. When we gather and we take our energy and we, each one of us, hone in, laser focused on a vision, then it becomes multiplied more than just 1 + 1 + 1. It's as if it creates its own energy. So how do you pray? Focus, intend, visualize, and take time to be still so that you can do that. And if it helps you to say, please God, just to make it happen, then by all means do that. And that is not Unity's style of prayer. Unity's style of prayer is to imagine that it's already happened and to feel the feeling of that accomplished, whatever it is, experience, outcome, and so on. And then the other question was, is there a protocol? There isn't. If there is a protocol to use, my suggestion is that it would be something like remembering that we are all part of one power. Because I'm saying the word power. What does that mean? That means I am part of power. So protocol would be, I'm part of the one. And I'm invoking my power as part of the one to envision an outcome that is the best outcome for everyone. Whatever that might be, you may not know. But you can envision the feeling of, this worked out for everyone. envision, and then sit with that vision and that feeling of it is done with an element of gratitude. So that's how I do it, is I'm part of one, and you'll hear it in my opening prayer every week. We're part of one. From that one, we are part of power. From that power, we lean on our ability to create, to bless everything. And we imagine contentment and healing and love. And then we're grateful for the power to envision it. The other thing about this question is, if you take it again to a logical conclusion, then what I'm really saying is we all have power all the time. All power all the time. It sounds like a radio station, right? All hits all the time. We have power all the time. We are forming and transforming all the time. We are therefore praying all the time. Our goal is to make our lives a living, intentional prayer. Make your life a living prayer, a prayer that you intend for more love, or not even more love, just love. Just love. Awesome question. Okay, one more. And there is one, actually, I'm going to break the rules. Oh, this one's a good one. I was looking for a specific one because I know Justin wrote it and I wanted to see the picture that he put on it. I'll tell you what happened. I don't know what his question was, but at youth group we play this game called Telestrations. Okay, so it's like the game of telephone, but you have to draw. Well, I am not a really good drawer. Actually, that's Justin shaking his head. I'm a terrible drawer. I can speak. I cannot put things onto paper that look like images. And so with this game, each person takes a turn. You see a word, you're supposed to draw it, then you flip the page, and then then you give it to the next person. They look at the previous page, they see the drawing, they're supposed to guess what it is, they write it down. Then it goes to the next person, and they look at the word, and they're supposed to draw. And the idea is to see if we can draw and guess the words from beginning to end as we go around the circle. Well, it got to the point that he wanted to be beside me so that I could send him my pictures because they were so funny. He didn't know what to make of them. And it's become kind of an inside joke. So what he said is, I want Rhona's stuff to come to me because it's more interesting. I think that was the word. Anyway, sorry, Justin, for calling you up. But somewhere in here, he wrote something about that. Apparently, I can't draw a bunny rabbit. Okay, here we go. I feel attached to unity of New Westminster. I feel calm and connected in this magical home. However, I still can't find calm in some places which are not like a home. How can I deal with what is disturbing? How can I feel wherever I am, God is also there? How can I feel wherever I am, God is also there? The reason we are here is to answer this kind of question, isn't it? To be able not just to feel calm and connected here, but also to deal with the little irritations that might happen to us here, knowing that when we leave here, those same things are going to be happening to us outside of this sacred space and in that sacred space. And there are a bunch of ideas that I can come up to. One is, if you aren't feeling calm, don't fight that. Notice it. One of the things that we do sometimes in humanity is we push down our especially in unity, we push down our feelings that are uncomfortable. We don't want to deal with them, we don't want to face them, we don't want to give them time, because we think by doing that we're going to bring more of that in our lives. Because we talk about how our mind can influence our life experience. That is true. But if something is coming up and it feels uncomfortable, then we're doing ourselves a disservice by pushing it down. Instead, allow it to see the light of day and then become curious. I'm noticing that I'm feeling a little uptight or upset or anxious. I wonder what that's about. And notice that there might just be one part of you that is feeling that way, as there's another part of you that is the teacher saying, you shouldn't be feeling that way. And the other part that is the judge that is saying, if you did this, you wouldn't feel like that. And another part that's saying, you should just let it go because you're supposed to be spiritual. And that part of you that's upset is upset. Treat it like you would a toddler who is upset or an infant who is upset, and embrace it. I'm here for you. I'm not sure why you're upset, but it's okay. And I wonder if we could look at it a little differently. Have you ever, whatever it is that's been upsetting you, have you ever been in that same place and done that to someone else? Chances are the answer is yes. And then how would I have wanted to be treated when I was the one at fault? Maybe I could do that. And maybe that would help calm things down. But be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and know that there are times when things disturb you. And the way you deal with it is to love it as well. It too is the face of God. If there is no place that God is not, then even the places that feel horrible and disturbing deserve your love. And trust that that will be enough to transform it. Okay, thank you for your questions. I could easily have done another one. Might have to do another week, another time. We'll do it 6 months from now or so. But thank you. And Justin, thank you for telling me your story, because now I can't find your question. We want Justin's question. I want to see the little rabbit or whatever it is he drew on it. That's what he told me. Let's stand and sing a song. And thank you. Thank you for your questions. And your comments.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one tie that binds us, that can't be undone.
Good morning. So nice to see everyone from this perspective. I see why you like it so much. Please join us on Zoom tomorrow for Monday meditation from 10:30 to 11:15. We check in with each other, we enjoy guided meditation, and we uplift and acknowledge each person as we read the names of the people on our prayer list. To add a person to the prayer list, please fill the prayer request slip found in your welcome packet with the person's first name and the first initial of their last name, and place it in the offering basket. You can also send us an email or submit a prayer request on our website or app. We leave the names on our list for 2 months unless requested for longer. At the end of every month, the whole list is sent to Silent Unity to be included in Unity's 24-hour, 24-hour a day, 7-day a week prayer vigil and phone line at Unity Village near Kansas City, Missouri. We have decided to run our Wednesday evening youth group indefinitely. We're so excited about this group and hope you will bring your teens to take part. We meet between 7 and 9 p.m. on the sessions that are led by Reverend Rhona. There are snacks, games, music, and it's a fun, safe place to hang out and get to know each other. This is for ages 13 and up. Today will be our art and karaoke cafe. Although this event usually happens on the last Sunday of each month, it was postponed last week and will be today instead. Arts and Karaoke Cafe Day is a chance for you to paint, draw, sing, tell a story, or work on your own craft project. Admission is by donation, and if you want to paint, the cost is $10 to pay for the material. Here's your chance to connect with friends, share your talents, and learn something new. All are welcome. Thank you, Cindy, for your inspiration. Keep going. Oh, yeah. There's more. Starting on September 8th, we are happy to share that our very own Gladys Swedick, sorry if I said that wrong, will host a writing class on the second Sunday of every month. This event will be run on a donation basis. All are welcome to join. We are grateful for your gifts, which support Unity of New Westminster. Many of us contribute with pre-authorized payments, so if you are not placing anything into the contribution basket today, please bless it silently when it comes to you. Then pass the basket along. For our online viewers, you'll find a donation link in the description of the recording. And please like and subscribe to our channel so we can reach more people. Please give freely from a place of abundance and gratitude. As we sing our blessing song, please bring to mind something you're grateful for. Then as we're able, we'll move into a circle for our closing songs. We are so blessed.
I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So thank you all for being here today. Thank you, Pamela, for the platform announcements for the first time. Wow, awesome. I am wanting more faces up here because it is a neat experience to be here. So if that is something that is of interest to you, either to read the daily word or to read the announcements, we're going to try and do like a 2-person format from now on. Then please let me know and I will schedule you in. And just so you know, Walt and I are heading on a Great American Rail trip starting tomorrow. We're going away for 2 weeks to see family in Michigan, and we're taking the Amtrak to do it. So this is going to be really fun, really quite an experience, and I'll let you know all about it when we get back. And Alexandra is going to be our speaker for the next 2 weeks. So please, she's a wonderful, wonderful speaker and an amazing person. And I encourage you all to be here for her as well. Let's move into a circle as we prepare to sing our blessing song. And please stay for coffee and to chat with each other. Thank you for being here. Oh, and Gladys is not only going to lead our writing group starting next week, but she is also a prayer chaplain. So if you want to have one-on-one confidential prayer with a prayer chaplain, then please see Gladys after the program today. Yay. Thank you for being here. When we had, one of the things we used to do when we had children's ministry at Unity in White Rock is we would sing This Little Light of Mine. And I think we should sing that for little Willem. And the other thing we used to do, and I haven't shared this with you, but I'll do it, and you guys can all just kind of follow along if you can. But we would say, Child of light, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light that shines from you. Let's sing This Little Light of Mine just for fun, and then we're going to do, okay, ready? This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Walking down the avenue, crawling down the avenue, I'm gonna let it shine. Crawling down the avenue, I'm gonna let it shine. Crawling down the avenue, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah. All right, let there be peace on earth, and thank you for bringing Willem to us.
Let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
We are the light of God. We are the love of God. We are the power of God. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well.
Glad that you are here. Welcome back, Sharon. So good to see you. Let's go and have coffee.